Hello, everyone. This is Karen Slosowski, and today we're here in South Beach interviewing the wonderful Nicole McLeod. How are you, Miss McLeod?
I'm fantastic. I'm happy and bubbling away right now.
You still have energy after that kick-ass performance that you did out there?
Still have energy. It'll start subsiding about an hour from now, but you're just so hyped after a show for at least a couple hours.
I know you definitely hyped the crowd. I saw everybody out there dancing. I myself could not contain myself, so excuse the shine if everyone must know. I had a great time, and I really want to get down into the past. Like, how did you get started? When did you feel that calling? Because you obviously have a talent that you're listening to, your inner abilities. When did you get that gut feeling of, this is it, this is what I love to do, and I'm going to go for it with all my heart, with all my soul?
Well, if my mom answered that question, it would have been when I was born. But as far as I can remember, I was singing, and I always knew that I wanted to be a singer. And the older I got, my mother was always singing when we were traveling in the car, and I knew. I mean, when I was maybe 12, 13 years old, I started singing actually in nightclubs, and my mother would go with me on the stage. Yeah, go with me because it was illegal, whatever. And I started singing, I think when I was about 16, I was like, yeah, this is definitely what I'm going to do.
Okay, now I know that you have a daughter who speaks very, very highly of you, and she's very supportive, very proud of you, as well as other artists, if there are any artists out there following, footsteps like yours. Tell me a little bit more about the challenges in the industry, that you're facing now as an X Factor contestant, as well as before in your whole career path.
Well, now it's a little tough. I mean, I have two girls and a boy, two daughters, and they're all, grown and on their own and have brought me beautiful grandchildren from that. But it was quite a struggle. A lot of people don't understand that. They think because you've had record deals, I've had record deals and I've had some success in my past. Unfortunately, I didn't get to where I want to be as superstar. I never reached that status, but I've done some great things in traveling, and a lot of that's due to the fact that some of the offers that you would get, I couldn't take them because I am a mother. And my kids, they pop out babies like Skittles, So every time I'm on the road or I get a great offer to do something, there's another baby being born. And I am the only one that can come and go, okay, push, that's what you got to do. I'm helping them come into the world. So there's so many opportunities that I missed that maybe would have soared me where I would want to go. Maybe.
I have to interrupt you there for a second. I don't think that you really missed those opportunities. I think, honestly, in my opinion, that's what makes you so unique, because there is no other 54-year-old grandmother out there doing their thing with the energy that you have, with the style that you have, and I think that's just phenomenal. So if you missed opportunities, it was definitely for a reason.
Yeah, definitely for the reason. It's a good reason, but I definitely missed those opportunities, but I don't regret it. I really don't regret it. Because I've played many, many, many places. And now that they're all grown and they're, a couple of them are married off, and it's just working in my favor, and then up pops the X Factor.
Well, that's your chance to shine, and you're doing it. So it was episode 1 of season 3. I know that, if you haven't watched it, I'm sorry, you missed it. But this lady was sensational. You definitely stole the night. Tell me about your feeling, how is it to be on the X Factor? What's it like?
Unbelievable. Again, I've done some great things, but to step out on that stage with the big X, and all the lights, and the crowd is there, and they're a crazy wild crowd from every age group you can possibly imagine. It was so surreal because it's one thing to perform for an audience of people who are not judging you, as opposed to standing in front of 4 judges that are going yes or no. This was intense.
And not just 4 judges. Simon Cowell, does he intimidate you or what?
Well, now, yes and no. Because he's very, very opinionated. But the thing I like about him is he keeps it so real. He's going to tell you what he thinks.
And I know what he thinks. He has to think you're great because, I mean, he couldn't say anything about your last performance. I don't
God
know.
was there. It wasn't me. I was so sick. I was so sick. I was borderline pneumonia, bronchitis before going. I almost canceled 2 days before. I was so sick. I, God. I mean, I just said to him, you know what? If we go out here and we manage to save one soul, we've done our job. Come on, God, let's go. And I got on that stage, and I'm telling you, I couldn't sing. I know most people would think this is a crazy story, but I literally could not sing. It was God. It was not me. It was not me. Even I was listening and being ministered to as I was singing it. I know it sounds weird, but it's
No, actually, I mean, it doesn't sound weird. I did grow up around that. I am definitely a firm believer in God. And I know that when you devote your talents to Him, to His glory, to, everything, you're putting everything in His hands. He's taking care of you as well. And I think that the career path that you're going is also leading into praising Him all the way with the whole gospel thing, right? So tell me a little bit more about the gospel track and what you want, how you want to reach out to your fans, and what kind of feedback have you been getting from that?
Well, I certainly don't want to change my style, and I know a lot of people are not going to agree with this. Girl gets on stage and sings Alabaster Box in a cat suit. This is not the norm, but I don't want to change who I am because that would be so fake. And it's not that I'm just trying to put it all out there. Oh, look at my body. It's not even about that. It's just this is me. And if I'm going to represent the Lord, I can't fake anything about me or the whole thing would be fake. So I got to be myself when I'm out there. And it's so strange because to tell you, when I went there to do this show, they said to me, I brought a gown. I brought a beautiful white gown because I thought that this is what the public would want me to do. And I got there and they said, no, you can't wear that. You have to wear the same suit that you did in the audition. And I said, no, I can't do that. I'm getting ready to go sing for God. I can't go there in a cat suit. And so I went in the bathroom and I prayed and I learned in that bathroom that I'm not judging you for what you wear. Go out there and represent me. This is what I came out of the bathroom with, right? But I still didn't quite get it, what God was doing, until after the performance was over and I started getting the mail. I started getting mail from kids from 6 years old to 96. And it was all because of the message, that I wasn't just like your regular person in the long dress and the collar up to here, and that I could deliver something for God who wouldn't judge me in a cat suit. So I started really getting it. You know what? When I do this thing, I'm going to be myself. It's amazing. People who talk about their illnesses, people who didn't believe in God before was touched by this song and the message. People who have chronic diseases who said, you know what, you gave me hope. And it's not me. It was the word of God. It was God.
God. It's like, and I think you bring out a very, very valid point. When you want to pray, you can pray anywhere as you are. You can come to God as you are. So honestly, I think that's a great point, and I'm glad that you got to feel it and you got to put it out there and your fans have felt it as well. So I think that's awesome. What is next for you? What big project do you have? What's your ultimate dream, your ultimate goal? Like, keep it real with us. Tell me.
I want to be in front of millions at one time. I want to travel to the remote parts of the world. I want to be in Africa. I want to be everywhere. And I just want to show the world that God, Jesus, is not something that's in a box where it's just all drab, let's go to church. I want to show them that the same kind of party that you can have in a nightclub, you can have with God.
God is inside. It's inside of you. He's inside of you, and it's It's how you are.
You party. I mean, you literally could party. You know, I mean, I wanna show this. I wanna wear my catsuit. I wanna wear my long jackets. I wanna rock and roll on stage and show the whole youth that you can have positive energy, a great life. You don't have to choose something really bad or go the other way or get involved in all kinds of things that just really steal your life from you, because the end result is jail or death. It's not necessarily. It's not necessary. There is a better way. There's a positive source. There's a positive energy. There's a master. There's something good to follow. Yeah. And that's for me. I don't want to come across as though I'm just holier than thou because, hey, I was shaking it up in my high heels and my shimmy dress, you guys, tonight. But it doesn't mean I don't love the Lord.
Wow, you know what? Honestly, I've never seen an artist keeping it real the way that you are. Like, just, you're being yourself, you're not afraid, and that's a different message and a positive message that so far I haven't seen any artist really put out there. But speaking of artists, I'm curious to know, do you have an inspiration? Do you have a specific someone? I'm going to make it hard on you and tell you to only pick one. Maybe if I'm nice too, but maybe. Who best resonates with you, who's, taught you a lot?
Michael Jackson. Because I literally grew up with his music, and I was fortunate enough to meet him because I was signed to the same label, and we would meet sometimes in the green room, very rarely, but I did meet him. And people get the story wrong. They say, oh, you performed with Michael Jackson. No, I didn't. I just happened to meet the guy and hang out and eat a couple pizzas. I was eating the pizza, by the way, not him. But he taught me literally how to perform. He taught me literally the really just putting your whole everything into what you love. Everything.
Okay, I have to pause you on there because Michael was dear to me as well. What tip did he give to you as far as like performance that always stuck with you and that lives with you today through your performances?
Be the best in whatever it is that you do. Even if you're work on a garbage truck, if you work at the dry cleaners, if you're at the 7-Eleven, the cashier, if you're a singer, do it with everything you have. Yes. And this was what I learned from him.
If you're going to do it well, right? And feel it and live it.
Be the best. If you're opening the doors and you're serving someone, be the best. Be the best, man. Because then you get Mr. on top of it or Mrs. in front of it. Mrs. whatever. And you're like you're like the cleaning lady. But they're going to address you with Miss whatever your name is. Be the best. And that's what I learned from him. Even though I couldn't really make it the way I wanted to in the music and the recording world, I said, I'm going to try to be the best live entertainer that's out there. I'm going to try to be the best. I don't know if I reached the best yet because I'm still striving, and you can always learn more and more and more. But I want, when my fans come to see me, I want them going home just as tired as I am when I get off the stage.
Oh my gosh, you almost did that to me tonight. I don't know.
From looking at what's going on. So
yes, and for those of you who missed the party tonight, she turned it up, she rocked the stage, and you had a band with you, which I love. Jade, tell me about Jade. Do they perform with you or what?
Jade, they're crazy like me. We've had some challenges because we made quite a few different changes on the band, but now we're getting it to the point where it's almost exactly the way we want it. We're trying to find a band that's in the same mind frame as I am. Again, usually people it's either gospel or it's this or it's that, and they box you. But I need guys around me that understand music is music and we love music, and if we want to do something funky, let's do it. And if we want to do something that's going to please the Lord, let's do it. And I can only apologize for those who don't understand that way of thinking. I mean, if God gave you a talent, use it. Use it. We didn't say that you had to be sad. It's not like, oh, Lord, I'm coming to the mountain. It's not like that. It's, you're gonna
No, you showed me it's not like that at all.
not like that. If you're gonna rock for the secular world, why not rock for God? Why not? I'm going out with a bang. I mean, I'm gonna live till He takes me away, and I'm gonna go out with a frapping bang.
And I'm gonna go out with you, shoot, because you definitely know how to enjoy life, but keep it real and be yourself. And I think as an artist, that's what makes you unique. Besides being 54 and looking 24, and working it like you did up there. So really, truly, I'm very touched. I'm very, very blessed to meet you. It was a pleasure to have this interview with you today. And I can't wait to see you make it all the way to the top, all the way at the end. And I don't mean by X Factor, I mean period in life. Thank you so much for teaching us and your fans to be the best and to be who you are and who you want to be no matter what. So thank you so much for this touching interview. I appreciate it. My pleasure. My pleasure.
Shout out to the fans who are extremely, like, really supporting me. Those of you can, you feel me. I mean, I know there's a lot that don't understand what I'm doing, or you may have thought that I was trying to hide between Lily and Nicole, but that's kind of difficult to do. I mean, this is who I am exactly. And I think if you record one record, hello, it's kind of easy to find. So I just really want to thank those fans who really stuck up for me and supported me. And a big shout out to Yahoo, who told my story.
Wow, Yahoo.
Yeah, they told my story.
I think you told your story. No, I'm sorry, Yahoo. I mean, I do appreciate you for putting it out there, but you really embodied and put it out there. So go ahead, girl, do your thing. It was a pleasure to have you today. And for all of you watching, please keep up with Miss Lily Nicole McLeod. She's definitely a sensation, and she's going to get to you. So sooner or later, just keep up with it. Thanks for watching. I'm Karen Slasaski. See you next time.
Ah.